Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy XIII 2 walkthrough. So we took down Gogamog in the last video, and we're going to actually have the rewards from the first live trigger set, I'll call them, and that's the Golden Flower. That's the one that I got. Now if you don't answer with enough of the funny responses, you'll get, I believe it's Lebro's tattoo or something like that. So again, these live trigger answers, as far as I know, or at least from what I remember, it's all adornments. So again, if that's not important to you, it's definitely not important to me. But like I said, I'm gonna try to actually get all of them. So there's that.
Working on something for Snow.
All right, so we've got actually a little bit of dialogue here with Mackie, Yuge, and Godot.
So, you're just taking him at his word? He says he's from the future, but where's the proof?
I guess you're right. It's just hard after I had that dream about lightning. You know what I mean?
Hey, Sarah. Listen, what's the deal with you and that Noel guy, anyway?
If I said I was going with him, would you stop me?
Let you run off with some con artist? I'd beat him half to death first.
Alright, so that's Mackie, Yuge, and Godot. I've got a dialogue with Lebro next, and this is our first live trigger for this set, I'm going to call it. So again, we already got our reward from the first set, and this is the first choice of the next set, and the funny answer is Good Morning, Kupo. So that will count towards your one funny response for this set.
Lebro, good morning, Kupo. Good morning, Kupo. You win. I can't compete with morning people. Mornings are what I do best.
Let's meet outside once you're ready, okay? Sarah, wait up for me.
All this talk about artifacts and gates and time travel, to be honest, I don't know if I'm ready to believe it.
Sarah, there's still so much I don't understand myself. If we can actually find an artifact, then I'll know what I've been saying is true. And once we open the gate, you'll be able to put some of your doubts to rest as well. So what do you think? Will you search for the answers with me?
Okay, so Noel there just describes that we're going to need artifacts in order to open the gates.
Give me a
essentially
chance
the
and I'll prove it's
summation
true.
of what Noel just said. Now,
I'll answer as best I can.
there are a couple live triggers, and this is the first one. So basically, right when you come outside here, you'll want to actually interact with Noel right away to get this live trigger. I don't know if this one counts as. Now, this isn't
Okay, so
probably
what's
going to be a
this
funny
gate all
answer.
about?
It's a time portal. They appear when the timelines are out of sync. But apparently not just anyone can pass through them.
And that's where the artifacts come in?
Right. You use an artifact to attune the portal, thereby activating it. At least, that's what they say.
Okay, so that's our second live trigger. Like I said, basically you really need to, for this set anyway, if you want to actually get all of the live triggers, you need to be really careful with what you do. So what I'm actually going to do here, so like I said, we're already on live trigger number 2, so this next one will be live trigger number 3. And then, I don't know if you noticed there, but the little tutorial was about the Mog's Boggle, or Bobble? Bobble, I think it was. And that's just when he finds things, he'll go running towards it, or flying towards it. But here's Lightning's Knife, so this is going to do, or give us another live trigger.
What?
Is that the artifact?
This is Lightning's knife. I keep it in my room, but how did it get out here? Look there. Snow!
Sarah!
Come on.
Okay.
It's her knife. I found it near the base of the pillar.
Snow.
Sarah, I'm sorry. She must be inside the pillar. Lightning's holding up Cocoon, along with Vanille and Frank.
Wait, what are you talking about? She was right here a second ago. I saw her. We talked. She gave us her blessing. I won't forget that moment. Lightning was happy. Happy that Snow and I were getting married. She laughed and said congrats.
Sarah.
But then,
Sarah.
all of a sudden, Lightning disappeared. She was gone. Like she was never there to begin with. No one else remembered her smiling and laughing. No one but me.
All your friends think your sister is inside that pillar.
I was scared. People said I was dreaming. They said I was just making up stories so that I didn't have to face the truth.
Listen, Sarah. Your memories are the truth. Lightning is alive. The question is, why are you the only one who remembers?
Okay, so here's our next live trigger option. Now this one says, only I remember Lightning being there on the plane. Why don't the others? So this is a really good question. I'm not actually sure what the answer is right now. So we'll see that.
Perhaps I saw a different
pick this option
future.
here.
You're talking about another possibility. A world that might have been.
Does such a world exist? A place where my sister is still alive? Weird. The knife looks like it's been polished.
Maybe someone was cleaning it out here and then forgot about it. I don't think this is our artifact, though. Let's keep looking.
What is an artifact anyway?
No one knows. Only that it's something that doesn't belong in this time.
All right, so this is our next live trigger. This happens right after you get your first item. And by item, I mean either the Lightning's knife or Lightning's
Did
necklace,
someone in
which
the
we will get
future
next.
tell you about gates and artifacts?
Yeah, but now all I have is memories. I wish I'd thought to ask more questions while I had the chance. These disturbances are all happening in the area around the impact site. I'd say our best bet is to search around the town.
All right, so we're going to search around town for the next artifact, but I'm going to speak with this NPC here, which is going to give us a quest.
Hey, you guys. Did you see a medical kit lying around anywhere? I thought I'd left one in Nora House, but I can't seem to find it. I'm guessing someone had a use for it during that ruckus yesterday. Pulse is a dangerous place, and I don't have the supplies to deal with serious injuries. If you find the kit, can you bring it to me? Thank you. My other kits are practically empty, and we still have people to treat. I put in an order for supplies, but deliveries take forever to arrive. I'm counting on you.
All right, so Nell is looking for her medical kit. We will find that eventually. I don't know if it's going to be in this video. It may be the next one.
Sorry to tell you, the mountain path is off limits. Cadeau's orders. We can't go near the meteorite right now.
Wait, I remember, wasn't there another path along the shore?
Well, now that you mention it, there is another route along the shore that the surfers use. There's a path that appears when the tide's low. You can't use it right now, though.
Okay, so this NPC talks about the path that is open when the tide is low, which I believe is right now. Our first trip over to Gogamog, it was not, and it was actually underwater, so we were not able to actually go that way.
Hey there, Sarah. Sorry, but I'm not letting anyone near that meteorite just yet.
Alright then. Hey, Godot. What do you think those artifact things are? You know, the keys Noel was talking about.
How should I know? Even if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
So, you do know something?
No, I got no idea. You're not actually swallowing any of that crap, are you?
I have to give him a chance, at least.
Alright, so Godot obviously still does not believe what Noel is saying. And he says something about not letting anyone near the meteorite, which I think is...
But that's just a cat.
I guess I've never
that's the
actually
one we
tried
keep
to
at
get all the
Nora
way
House.
over there right now, before finding the two items, which is, again, Lightning's knife, as well as, I think is it Lightning's necklace, or is it Sarah's necklace? I don't remember what it's called, so we'll see that in a little bit.
I'll bet you anything it's that guy for sure. He looks totally guilty.
And what's that now?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Okay, at first glance, that little bit of dialogue
Hello there,
seems
Miss Barrett.
totally pointless, but
hi there.
someone stole something
Might
from
be a
Mackie.
strange question.
So that'll make a
but
little more
have you
sense
seen
in a
something
little
that
bit.
shouldn't exist?
It's a strange question, all right. I wish I could help you, but I've been pretty busy with security duty. Frankly, these days, lots of things seem out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I know. The people here are counting on you guys to protect them. They couldn't survive without Nora.
Well, we can't ask them to fight off the monsters themselves. At least things have improved in these past few years. When the town was first built, Nora was in charge of keeping everyone safe and working the fields. Let me tell you, living on Cocoon, you don't learn to grow vegetables.
Alright, so this member of Nora here says that you
Why
don't
do
learn
I
how to
have to
grow
fix the
vegetables on
meteorite?
Cocoon, because I believe is it the Falsi, or I think it's Falsi, provides that food for
You
them.
know, I was thinking, if Noel here really is from the future, he must be pretty curious about this time period.
That's true. We should probably explain a few things.
I'm all ears.
We were all born and raised on Cocoon, but 3 years ago, our home basically fell out of the sky. We couldn't rely on the broken foul sea anymore. So, most of us made the decision to move to Pulse.
Weren't there millions of people living on Cocoon? It must have been pretty cramped.
Well, it was. But on Pulse, we had to deal with new hardships, like vicious monsters and a lack of provisions.
Sounds like a rough time.
Yeah. But eventually things settled down, and some former military types helped get things organized. Now there's a growing town at the base of Cocoon's pillar. The guys who used to be in charge are long gone.
How did you end up in this place then?
Our leader, Snow, suggested we live somewhere near the ocean. We used to live in a seaside town on Cocoon, so it was like we were rebuilding our home. Snow and the rest of us were used to fighting monsters and getting our hands dirty. So we pretty much settled back into our old way of life.
Snow's not around right now, so we do the best we can. But if Lightning were back, everything would be so much better.
So for everyone here, your sister being gone is the reality. Odd.
Okay, so that's just a little more backstory on why they chose this particular area
All clear,
to be
nothing
the
to
new,
report. No, sir.
new Bodum, I guess. So, anyways, Mog just took off again. I think he sees where the cat is at.
Who's your friend?
Someone from a faraway place. Noel, is there anything you want to ask?
Tell me more about this town.
We, used to live in a place called Bodum. That's where we created Nora. But we had to find another place to live after that incident 3 years back. We left Cocoon and created this town.
Wow. So that big guy's in charge, huh?
He's strong like an ox. He's no leader. Here in town, LeBrow's actually in command. She is the head of Nora, after all. At least, for now.
Don't listen to him. Godot and LeBrow have important roles, but Without Yuge, we'd never agree on anything. And who knows what we'd do without Mackie's gadgets.
So the four of them together make the perfect leader. But what about Sarah? What's her role?
She's a grade school teacher. A really strict one, too.
He's teasing again.
Alright, so that NPC just gives you a little bit more detail, slightly more detail on the people around
Hi,
you.
Sarah. Did you find one of those artifact things?
Not yet. Have you been looking too?
I'd try if I had any idea what I was looking for. You know, Sarah...
What?
Never mind. Forget it.
What's going on?
Let me tell you, though, no one was a better leader than Snow. He was the one who created Nora back when we were still on Cocoon.
Alright, so let's go speak to the cat here. Or examine the cat, I should say. To say
Wait, the cat isn't an artifact, is it?
No, I don't think so. Maybe the cat could have picked up the artifact.
Oh, maybe the cat picked up the artifact? Okay. So that's the current theory. So let's go chase this little critter down.
After her!
Stay on her, Mark.
Cats have been on edge ever since that rock fell out of the sky. I've never heard them sound so excited.
Okay, so the cats have been on edge since the meteor landed. Okay. It's a little odd. So let's take a spin over here to... I think we're going to go to the garden next. There's another live trigger in the garden. Oh, no, I guess we're going to go here first. Speak to this NPC.
Are you looking for your kitty? That one over there is ours, you know. So don't take him.
What? It's not like we eat cats or something, buddy. Just take it easy. We'll find our own cat. Alright, so here's the garden. So like I said, there's another live trigger here.
Oh, wow. You grow vegetables?
What? You mean you don't?
Well, the soil is barren. Nothing will grow at all. We have to survive by hunting. It's that or starve.
Yesterday, you said you were the last of humanity. What did you mean?
Just what I said. When I was born, there were fewer humans in the world than live in this village. After a while, I was the only one left.
Okay, so this live trigger, I believe, is one of the possible funny answers. So I'm gonna go with you, so you're like an endangered animal for this.
So if we don't keep you safe, the human race will die out completely?
Hey, I'm not gonna let you lock me up, you know.
So let's move on, and I think I end up going around this building. Because it doesn't look like there's an actual way to get... Yeah, and I tried jumping here, yeah, it doesn't look like we can actually go this way, so... We'll have to actually take the long way around. No problem. And then, as I run around here, if you notice, I'm trying to actually explore everywhere too, so that it lights up the map. And I think once we catch the cat, this is our next live trigger. Yeah.
Snow, so this is where you got to. And the artifact isn't here, huh?
Snow?
Kupo? Oh yeah, she's my pet. Kupo? Yuge found her and brought her home.
Hey, I don't see why not.
I think we should keep her too. Just as long as she doesn't make a mess in my workshop. Hey, girl.
Are you sure you can look after her?
Can't we all do it? I mean, we are one big family, right?
Yeah, right.
Mackie'll do it.
You too.
Thanks. She's adorable.
She really does have a favorite.
I thought I could hide it from them, but they knew. They saw right through me. I'd lost lightning, and then snow. But those guys, they really tried to cheer me up.
Oh.
Oh.
So it hasn't been all bad.
No, not at all. Life is harder here compared to back on Cocoon. But everyone sticks together. Even in the tough times, we have each other. That helps.
Those friends of yours are like family, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our next live trigger. Noel says that my friends have become like family. How do I respond to that? And the funny answer here is the cat is my only family.
This is why I can't just leave. Little Snow means so much to me now.
Wow. You like animals that much?
Yep.
Alright.
We're way off track.
That's just an absurd answer.
Where else should we look?
Obviously, the people here are super tight-knit. It's probably pretty obvious just based on how small this place is. Like, you know, not being close to everyone here would be, I imagine, impossible. It doesn't, you know, it's not likely that she would consider the cat her only family. But anyways, all right, so let's go interact with I think there's the little crowd of kids now. So I don't think you can interact with these kids until after you track down the cat. Yeah, so I figure it's it. I'm trying to keep an eye out for extra live triggers, but I don't think there's another one now. It's right here with the kids.
Good morning. These are my students. I teach their classes.
A school teacher, huh?
Right! I'm so glad you're all safe. Yeah. Now, did everyone do their homework?
I did mine, because I didn't want you getting mad at me like the last time.
Seems like you'd be soft on kids, but you're pretty strict, huh?
Hey. Not that bad. No, come on. You know, I'm only strict because my teacher was strict. Lightning must have rubbed off on me.
My grandmother was a teacher, too. She taught me everything I know. She taught me about Grand Pulse and its history.
All right, in the future world, Noel's grandmother was also his teacher. What should I ask him? And then I didn't see what I chose.
Do you want to go back to your own time?
Oh, do you want to go back to your own time?
Even if I did, there's no one waiting for me. Besides, I don't even know if it's possible.
So what are you going to do?
I'm not sure. First, I want to help you track down your sister. Then, well, there are things I'm looking for, too.
That's the kid I was looking for. I knew my eyes weren't playing tricks on me.
It's Mackie! I better get out of here!
Hey, what's he got there?
Let's follow.
Okay, so Noel doesn't know if it's possible to go back to his time, which, you know, let's be real here. Why would you go back to your own time when there's literally no one there? You know, how boring, right? All right, so Mog takes off after, I think this is one of the kids.
Watch it, don't go that way.
Yeah. So let's track this little turkey down. I think I get into some fights here, and I want to say I finally make my paradigms. there's still like so I'm gonna try to start out or try to make sure I'm starting out right and slash and burn right away.
Wish they were all that easy.
Changed right now. We don't have very many options as far as paradigms, obviously, because we've only got 2 characters. And we've only actually got, what, I think it's 3 roles. It's Commando, Ravager, and Sentinel. Now, that's like one of the cooler things I'm going to say about Final Fantasy 13-2 as opposed to the original was your 2 characters always, well, I shouldn't say always, they immediately start out with the same roles. So right now, the ones that we're missing is we're missing the medic, we're missing synergist, and we're missing saboteur. So we'll get those unlocked, and that's another one of the cool things is they unlock in certain ways. They don't unlock based on where you're at in the story, and you actually get a little bit more as far as choices, which again I think is just great. It's a I would argue a really good improvement over the original Final Fantasy 13. Part of I think the rationale behind it was the original Final Fantasy 13 is super linear. That's one of the main I think gripes that fans had with it. I'll be honest, it didn't bother me that much. I think that being that the story was so linear, it gave more options for dialogue and interesting things like that. Whereas this game they did almost the complete opposite. You can make many different choices as far as and character development is one of them, and then storyline as well. You actually real talk. You end up with all the same. All the events happen. It's just they'll happen in different orders depending on which timelines you visit and why.
Aha! There, now we've got you.
Miss Farron?
Okay, so the kids got a couple of live triggers back to back. The first one you'll want to answer is I'll buy you lunch for a year.
If you do, I'll buy you LeBro's special lunch every day for a year.
A whole year?
Huh. Not sure about your style of discipline, Miss Farron.
All right, this second one is actually the same question. We're trying to take a different approach to it. The boy's hiding something. What approach would work best?
What have you been up to, young man? Why don't you talk to Miss Farron,
You're kind of scaring me.
I think you just completely creeped him out.
I think you creeped him up. Okay, so this is the third time. Again, this is actually the same live trigger.
I won't get mad if you tell me.
I know you say you won't get mad at me, but I can't tell you. I don't want to get yelled at.
The kid was trying to get away from Mackie. I bet you anything he was up to no good.
Alright, so this is a new live trigger. Maybe if I give it one more shot, I can get him... Yeah, right, I think I can get him talking. This one, this choice doesn't matter.
You were running from Mackie, weren't you? Did you do something you weren't supposed to?
I was watching him work on the robots, and then I saw it and I just couldn't help myself.
This ought to be good. And then what happened?
I hope you're not misbehaving. It makes me sad when my students don't behave.
I'm sorry, Miss Farron. Guess I'll own up. The truth is, I sold something from Mackie.
And that's why he was chasing you?
What did you take?
This necklace. It belongs to you, doesn't it?
Hey, wait! What was he doing with this anyway?
That belongs to Mackie, doesn't it?
No. No, it's mine. It's a reminder of a promise a good friend made me.
Sarah, I believe you. Your sister's alive. She's out there somewhere.
Thank you, Snow.
Here, you hang on to this for a while. When I come back, it'll be with Lightning. Then there's no way she can say no to us getting married.
Okay.
Okay.
And that was the last time I saw Snow. The memories I had of Lightning standing on the plain beneath Cocoon. He was the only one who believed. Believed them enough to do something. That's why I've been waiting here.
And doing nothing, right? Lightning and Snow are long gone, but you still sit here and wait. Why didn't you go after them?
Okay, so here's the next live trigger. So Snow has been gone for a long time. I didn't go after him. How should I reply? This one doesn't matter.
I wanted to go. I wish I had.
It's not too late. You can leave now if that's what you really want.
I know, but I just can't.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't pressure you. In the end, the decision has to be yours.
Alright, so one small gripe about that whole bit of dialogue, too. When Sarah's holding the necklace, Nola's asking about it, and she says something like, it's a promise from a good friend. Well, that good friend is Snow, so I don't know why she doesn't just say it's a promise that she made Snow. It's not like Noel doesn't know who Snow is. So minor gripe, just, you know, why? Why was it written like that? It doesn't really make sense to me, whatever. But anyway, so like I said, most of those live triggers, it doesn't matter what choice you make, and it doesn't matter what order you make them in, other than the initial,
Wasn't the artifact
when
after
you
all.
say that you'll buy the kid your lunch for
I got
a
a
year.
question for you. Who's this Snow person? A boyfriend?
Okay, so this is the next live trigger. Nola's asking about Snow. How should I answer him? This is another option for a funny answer, and it says
cool
he's like this
guy,
cool
you know?
guy.
He doesn't care about the way he looks, but that just makes him so much cooler.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's great, I guess. Maybe we should...
And he's not just kind, he's reliable too. He always means what he says, and you can totally trust his word. I mean, he's my hero. Oh, and I know you're thinking no one's perfect. I know he has his flaws, and sometimes he makes me so mad, but I love that about him too. No other guy can compare to my hero.
I get it. Can we just get back to...
He has this amazing body, and his face is so handsome. He's tall and broad, and makes me feel so safe.
Oh, and even though he's big and tough, he can be so adorable. That's my Snow. You done asking?
I'm done. Yeah, thanks for all the detail.
I love Noel's response to that. Yeah, that's all I need. So that was obviously a funny answer. So you can even tell the way that they speed up Sarah's voice there to make it sound, you know, I don't know, just ridiculous. But anyways, we're gonna head back to town, not before getting slashed in the back by whatever this thing is. Yeah, Gorgonopsid. But yeah, anyways, that is pretty much going to be the end of this video. So as always, hope the guide was helpful.